Moments of boxing science.
Best wins for boxing science athletes, Jordan Gill, a few of his. You look at the first one against Ryan Doyle for the Commonwealth title. Unbelievable, because he was going into that as an underdog. A lot of people are expecting him to get stopped later on. Everybody around that fight week were expecting him to lose, and he were quite affected by that, because they were thinking, well, they haven't got a good opinion of me. I'm thinking getting smashed. Am I thinking I'm better than what I am? I remember him being in WH Smith's, looking at the boxing news to look at the prediction, and said Jordan Gill stopped inside 8 rounds, and he chucked it down. Paul Gill, he was funny that week, because he likes to put it on people's toes. He did it for the Conlan fight that I'll mention in a minute. He was going, who do you think's going to win? For everybody, and everybody be like, trying to give him the answers, things like Ryan Doyle's going to win. He asked everybody all day. Then he just went, who do you think's going to win? To me, I think Jordan's going to beat him inside 8 rounds, and I think that'll stop him on his feet. I think he stopped him 7 or 8, but it's round about then stopped him on his feet. But that shows that you've got to kind of block out the outside noise in people thinking that you're going to lose or whatever. You've got to think about the opinion of those that you trust around you. You don't want an unrealistic person around you going, oh yeah, you can go and beat Usyk. You can jump up to go and jump up to heavyweight and beat Usyk. You don't want unrealistic people around you, but people that know what they're talking about, people that you trust, people that have got belief in you. That's what Jordan had and still has now in that fight. But then that also helped his mindset in the Michael Conlan fight, because with the Michael Conlan fight, that was even worse. Nobody gave him a chance. And I remember looking at people saying, Jordan's going to win this fight. And they look at you going, wanting to look away. And they were 12-1 to knock him out. And all that week, getting more and more confident. And I remember just being me and him going back after his weigh-in. And I was just laughing. And he goes, he's smiling. And I'm just laughing. I says, you've got this, mate. You've got this. Jordan, used to put a lot of pressure on himself, but you see that pressure just alleviated because he's been through these scenarios where he's been the underdog, he's been beaten. He's got to a point where he's just he's going into the lion's den. He's just full of confidence. When I saw him do that ring walk and getting into the ring, I was just 100% confident. Because obviously you can go in and be 100% behind your guy, but you know that this is a tough fight. It could go either way. But I was just 100% he's going to win this fight. And unbelievable. So that I'd say them two, not in terms of watching the fight with Gurfey for the European title, but for him to be in that position, being in the corner, because I'm thinking first as a friend, I'm thinking, I'm not knowing what's going off in that corner. I know that Dave is top class, world class trainer, and he always looks out for his guys no matter what. So the fact that he was still in there, I thought, he must know something that we don't. They must be all right. And I knew that he had the perforated eardrum and everything like that going into the fight. So I thought something must be going off there. And he was to a point where he couldn't he could hardly stand up. And he found that punch. And honestly, if you could bottle up that emotion and he landed that shot, you could sell it for a lot. But let's put in this bottle here. Available at Boxing Science, unbelievable. Them 3 at the very top, along with the Roans wins, European title, probably one of the best performances I've seen from an athlete that I'm working with. And also the fight against Gongora, again, that's similar to the Jordan situation. When you're going into the fight as an underdog, he said that he walked past somebody in the ring walk and looked at him like you're going to the executioner chair, just like that. Good luck, mate, like that. And everybody thought that he was going to get knocked out by this guy, and he schooled him. But he was so confident going into that fight. I've never seen anybody so relaxed and confident, dancing in the change rooms, dancing on his way to the ring. Unbelievable confidence to a point where confident but also focused at the same time, and he got the job done. So some massive wins there with Fabio fighting David Adeleye in Saudi Arabia. He had an incident where he injured his chin and weren't able to spar. Only sparred 2 weeks in advance. So we're right, what do we need to do to optimize them spars? We can't be doing our high intensity training then. So we need to change the programming. What about his weight? We made sure that his weight was relatively lighter and not looking to cut back on weight, making sure that he had the right fuel to fuel them sparring sessions, having the right recovery methods in place to make sure that it's recovering from that and then going again. And that is probably one of the best prepared athletes I've had. Even though we had all these limitations around his sparring, going into that fight, he was so prepared physically, mentally, technically, tactically. And I said it to him after. I said, being involved with world title fights, everything, that's the best prepared I've ever seen an athlete. If you're a keen follower of Boxing Science, you will know that we're very data driven, whether that's our sports science research, our strength and conditioning practices, or nutritional strategies. We also take this approach into our content creation. That's why we've been developing content that's been engaging, that's helped grow the Boxing Science YouTube channel. And with this analysis in our YouTube engagement, we've actually found out an interesting figure that only 27% of people that watch our videos actually are subscribed to the Boxing Science YouTube channel. That means that a massive 73% of people that watch these videos aren't currently subscribed. We're actually aiming for the Boxing YouTube channel to hit 100,000 subscribers. We want a nice silver plaque in this bookshelf here, and it will mean the world to us and will also support the growth of the channel to bring you even bigger and better content. So if you're one of them 73%, if I can ask a quick favor, if you can hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content, and also we'll guarantee better content in the future.